Hey everyone, it is time for my weekly preps. I should really just call this the weekly food preps because that's that's basically what it's been lately. We've been really focusing on a lot of food, but I'm starting to focus on other things, but a lot of things we're pretty set on. But there are a couple things that I got that I will show you that I don't have in person, so I'll talk to you about it after I show you the food preps. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so and when I show you guys things, keep in mind this is just an example. Usually I'll pick up 2 or 3 of these items. So like I picked up 2 fruit cocktails. I picked up 2 cream and chicken and mushroom soups. I picked up 2 tomato sauces, okay? I just don't want to say 2 of everything. So I got some canned black beans. I usually store more I usually store more canned beans rather than dry beans because dry beans take up so much resources, and frankly, it's kind of not worth it to me. I do sprout beans, so I do store dry beans so that I can sprout them, but I don't really store a whole bunch of dry beans just for eating purposes, emergency purposes. I know everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what a terrible prepper you are, but that's just me. I like the canned beans. They're, really quick and easy. We eat them anyway, so we just rotate often. It's not that big a deal. We got corn, a couple of cans of corn. I got a couple new cans of chicken broth. Got a couple new cans of sweet peas. A couple cans of beans. And then I did get a couple, I got several actually of fish steaks. Sardines and things. This isn't the only one I got. I got like 4 or 5 of them actually, of different flavors. This is in soybean oil. I got one like lemon flavor. I got several different flavors. We got a new peanut butter. Yeah, can never have too much peanut butter. I buy like a box of this every once in a while just because it's so good. Now, what's nice about this is that it's add water only. So sure, you could make the butter sauce if you have it, but it's just water and the pouch. You can add the cheese if you have it. And if you have freeze-dried cheese, you can actually add that into this and it'll be really good. So anyway, and then I also got a vinegar and an apple cider vinegar. There were just shelves and shelves of, just dozens upon dozens of vinegar and apple cider vinegar available. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Now this one doesn't come with the mother, I know, but if you have just like one apple cider vinegar with the mother, it's cool. You can also make your own apple cider vinegar really easy. It's like ridiculously easy as long as you have apples. And then making your own vinegar is not as easy as far as I remember of the process, but definitely doable if you have all this stuff. So a couple other things that I got that I don't have in my hand is I bought a pressure canner. Now it is back ordered. All pressure canners are back ordered. I bought it, and so I have no idea when it's going to come. I used to have a pressure canner and I used it, and when we moved into the RV, I sold it. And I am kicking myself for selling that pressure canner. Why would I do that? I keep thinking to myself, why would I do that? Why wouldn't I just store it? I stored my dehydrator. I stored the vacuum sealer. I stored our KitchenAid mixer, but not the pressure canner? What is wrong with me? Like, this just baffles me that I would get rid of it. I still don't believe that I got rid of it. I'm like still searching for it in our storage boxes. I'm like, I just can't believe that I got rid of it. I literally can't believe this. We also invested in a couple beekeeping suits because we met a new friend who is going to teach us all about beekeeping. He has a bunch of bees. He's going to teach us about beekeeping. He's going to teach us about how to set up the boxes and lure bees in. He's going to teach us everything. All he needed from us was to get our own beekeeping suits. So we invested in those, and I'm so excited for those. I also invested in some more seeds. I invested in heat and water. I invested in heat tolerant and water drought drought resistant seeds of vegetables and things. So there are very specific types of vegetables that are heat tolerant and drought tolerant and that kind of thing. So I've been researching all this forever since we moved here, but I decided to finally take the plunge to do very specific seeds for my area. Now I can pretty much grow anything here, but in certain times of the year I will want at least heat resistant plants, heat resistant tomatoes, that kind of thing. I have tomatoes out right now that are not doing so great. I don't think they're doing great in this heat. And whoever sold them to me in Tucson claimed that they were heat resistant, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll have a garden update in a few days. I've been going through some woes with that. Either this week or next, I'm going to be making an investment in a couple more like freeze-dried stuff. Like I want another freeze-dried cheese. In fact, this actually reminded me. I was like, you know what? I need some more freeze-dried cheese, like cheese slices, shredded cheese, not cheese slices, shredded cheese. I need some more of that. And just a couple other things. Like I want to get some more wheat berries. Yeah, it seems a little light, but we filled up our freezer as well. We filled it up with some meats and fruits and breads. We filled up our freezer, so that's just for more everyday stuff, not more of the kind of long-term, short-term, long-term stuff. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'd love to hear what you guys are stocking up on. I also want to hear what you guys are seeing any shortages of. I actually saw shortages of flour and sugar again. So there were empty aisles, and actually of this vinegar, of the aisles where I saw tons of it, it was actually very, very empty. So I am seeing some shortages of some things, but basic things like, rice and, cereals are all very much in stock. I'm seeing a ton of rice. I'm seeing a ton of beans, a ton of those basic items. And actually of canned items, I'm seeing an all right selection. There were some gaps, most definitely some gaps of vegetables specifically. So I am definitely seeing a little bit of shortages of a few things here and there, a little bit of gaps of things. But overall, still kind of well stocked. Meat seems well stocked. And I don't see any huge increases on meat, so maybe it's just my area. But anyway, I thought I'd just let y'all know what I've been doing. Thank y'all so much for watching. Conquer tomorrow by preparing today. I will talk to y'all later. My next video is going to be covering all of the civil unrest. So if you have anything to talk about with that, let me know in the comment section. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.